Eddie, can you just talk a little bit about the experience of being down here in Rio? I mean, normally when you travel, you're on set and you're worried about getting my performance. Now you're worried about somebody else's performance.
Anxiety about other people's performance. No, do you know what? It's a celebration for me. It's an amazing thing to come and watch people who've put their lives into their passions, and all of that kind of reaches a pinnacle in about, in one game or a 30-second run or whatever it is. And so it's formidable to see the kind of drive there.
What have you seen so far that's kind of been a little awe-inspiring? Has there been any particular sport that maybe you weren't as aware of?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things for me is dealing with nerves and how athletes deal with that. And one of my wife and my neighbours in London is Tom Daly, a British diver, and we went to see him do the synchronized stuff, and the margin for error is so tiny, and yet the stakes feel so high, and how the divers control their nerves, we found kind of extraordinary.
And it's fascinating too, because a lot of attention is being paid to parents here about what they go through watching their child perform. You just became a dad, so in 15, 16 years, technically, your daughter could be at the Olympics.
There you go.
How good of an athlete parent do you think you would be?
I hope I wouldn't be an aggressively pushy parent, but no, I think it's that weird mixture as a parent, isn't it? It's between encouraging like what your kids want to do and giving them drive and ambition and all of those things, whilst at the same time not pushing too hard that they're like, Dad, stop now, I need to go home.
I want to ask you too, because part of the appearance for you down here is representing the Omega House, representing the official timekeepers here at the Olympics. What does that entail? I mean, what are the responsibilities, and what have you learned about time that maybe you didn't know before?
That's true. For me, like, I've been working with them for a few years, and they just have the most ripe history, whether it's them watches being the first on the moon, or like the early 20th century, they were used by the British Flying Corps. There's, as an actor, you kind of love stories, and their stories are extraordinary, but they've been the official timekeeper of the Olympics for a long time now. And what that means, I had no idea until I came here and was actually taken down to meet these guys and see the intricacies of what they have to do. And it's mesmerizing. And actually there's a lot of pressure on those guys. Like they can't screw it up. So it's been amazing.
And in a couple of months, we're going to see you back on screen, luckily, in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about magic and the world of magic, and how exciting was that to kind of step into? I mean, obviously it's all make-believe, but still a childhood's imagination gets to soar in moments like that.
The amazing thing about what J.K. Rowling does is, even though, as you say, it is all make-believe, it is all fiction, but the way, the world of magic that she's created is so thorough and like fully fleshed out that actually it has its own logic, and that was wonderful to immerse yourself in. As a kid, I loved magic, and so it's been just the dream, this job.
And last question, have you learned any Portuguese?
Obrigado is about as much as I can do.
Well, on behalf of HAP, obrigado.
Obrigado.